Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the very first episode of Look Who's Talking. And I'm joined today by a very special guest, Dr. Aarti Bhandare. And she has extensive work and extensive experience in the field of sustainability and water conservation and also composting. So I thought, why not start off with something? We want to sustain this podcast, so why not start off with something which is sustainable? So, a very warm welcome to you, Dr. Aarti.
Thank you, Pratik. Thank you for having me on your first episode,
First
especially. Thank
episode.
you.
But before we jump into the questions, why don't you maybe quickly introduce yourself? What is your background like? Where do you come from?
I'm a topper from the Dental College, KL University, Belgaum. I passed out in 2006. So when people introduce me as Dr. Aarti Bhandare, most commonly asked question is, have you done a PhD?
Mm,
Because they wouldn't believe that a person who's a good dentist, who could treat everyone's teeth, who herself has good teeth, would jump into a field of waste management where she gets nothing in return. So that's my background, and I do not know how, why, when I got into this whirlpool or this addiction of sustainability, but I believe there's a reason for it, and I'm very happy that I'm into this part because there are very few people who are taking waste management or sustainability really
correct.
seriously.
Correct.
I do not come from a doctor background. My parents are not much educated. I belong to a very lower middle class family. And I was an introvert throughout. I did not know that I would get into this field and get into public speaking or mass awareness sessions that I'm doing right now, which I'm very proud of. But I have no idea how it started. There was no plot, strategy, plan.
Yeah.
It just happened like
But
a flowing river.
but this is a good segue because this is exactly what I also wanted to ask you. Like from being a college topper and really good at what you do, clearly, what was the coin drop moment that you decided that okay, this I'm going to leave a very well-paying field and get into something which is, and when you started, which was almost 10, 11 years ago, if I'm not wrong, it was
Yes,
not a very big thing to get into sustainability or work on something like that. So, like, what was your coin drop moment that okay, abhi I have to start doing this?
See, there is, if you said that 10 years back, it was not a great thing. I started in 2015, August. And the coin drop moment, I remember the date, 27th of August 2015. And that year, it hadn't rained anywhere in India. And I think most of the countries of the planet were facing a
Hmm.
problem with rain.
Hmm.
And I saw that nobody was worried about it. I was the only one worried because our well was dry, and all that my husband had was money, and he said, if you do not have water, we'll buy. But I was thinking of that moment when the earth runs out of water, and what is that money that you're boasting of is going to be of any
Yeah.
help? And that's when I started that it's not the thing, it's not important to dig the well now. It's important to teach people how to dig their own wells and manage their own water.
Yeah.
So that was my coin drop moment. And even to this day, sustainability as is not regarded as something very great. So you are inviting me on a podcast. Very few organizations invite me for some programs as a guest, but most people think this is just a time pass affair.
Hmm.
And she does not have anything else to do. That's why she's doing this. So
Yeah.
I do not waste my time telling people why I'm doing it, but this is the truth. So that was
Yeah.
a coin drop moment, I think.
Yeah.
And it stuck to my life like a magnet. I thought maybe I'll do it for 2 years. Once
Yeah.
it starts raining, I'll give up.
Hmm.
And then I went from water management, and I went to waste management, I went to chemical free living, then I went to sustainability. And now, believe me or not, I'm on a path where I feel that this is all just an illusion.
Hmm.
The only three things that you need at the end of the day is water and food
Hmm. Yeah.
and maybe sleep.
Yeah. I think
So I'm
Corona has
just
also
striving
taught
to.
us that, right? That after at the when COVID happened, most of us were not concerned about what clothes we are using, what brands we are using. It was purely that okay, I need to sustain, and what do I need to sustain is healthy food, some water, and my family. That's it. But
Yes, but after 3 years of Corona, they have forgotten it.
yeah, yeah,
I have kept it in my mind, and I hammer it to myself every day that such a situation can arise again.
yeah,
And if you ask me the simplest meaning of sustainability, I wouldn't define it as, any dictionary would define it with big words. I would just say sustainability is just use what you have and just demand less, because we actually need very less and we make our mind believe that we need more.
Yeah, yeah,
So I've gotten into that phase where I'm actually implementing that definition into my life.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think I'm going to get deeper inside this, and people are start going to think of me as some mentally in person. Someone talks about sustainability, they say she's definitely suffering from depression. So it's that trend nowadays.
But I think you know what they say, right? I'm pretty sure I cannot paraphrase it correctly, but it goes something like, first they fight you, then they criticize, and then you start following you, or something like that. I'm not sure what that phrase is
You,
actually.
yeah, they first fight you and then they tell people that they know you. But
Yeah, yeah, something like
unfortunately,
that.
I'm in
Yeah,
that phase where people are still fighting with me. I don't know when the next is going to come, and I'm really not waiting for it because it's
yeah,
not worth
yeah, yeah, yeah.
making people understand your mindset. Just not
Yeah.
worth.
No, but I mean, forget people. I think the work that you have done, which I have been also following now. Before when we got in touch, since then I'm like, okay, I need to research everything that I want to about her as well, about your work and in general this field, because I'm a student in environmental science. But in
Wow.
all honesty, I'm not as active as you are, or I haven't made it my how do you say, like, my profession. But just to and that is something that would be my next question to you as well, that okay, this you had this moment of epiphany, right? But from having an idea to actually making something and doing, like, going from an ideation phase to an execution phase, and then having your own foundation, just walk us through that journey. How did that happen?
It's very hard for people when I to believe when I tell them the brutal truth. I had no plan, no strategy. I had nothing in mind that, today is 2015, tomorrow
Yeah.
I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. I was a very happy stay at home mother or a homemaker. You put it beautifully like that. And I was so used to the convenience of this vibrant life. My husband gave me everything that I wanted, good amount of luxury, everything, no pain in the body, I think.
Mm.
I think that was the thing that made me, ki, what are you doing in your life? There was one dream that I had. I don't remember the dream, obviously. But I remember that what am I doing? Just waking up in the morning, I have people working around me, and what am I actually doing?
Mm.
So when the 2015 drought happened, I think it happened specially because, or for me, I think
Yeah.
God wanted to tell me that, see, there are various reasons or causes out there that you need to work for.
Yeah.
There are less people on this earth to work for the causes. Why don't you take it up? So 2015 to 2019, I had no plan whatsoever, not even written in pencil
Mm.
anywhere. But then there were two programs I did for a school, and the correct people uh, caught that attention. I mean, they saw me doing it, and I started getting invites for many other
Yeah.
programs. I have to mention one thing here, that on the first day of my Viva in the dental college, I fainted in front of four doctors. And
Oh.
they had to admit me in the same hospital that I was studying in out of fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you what an introvert I was,
Yeah.
and public speaking gave me shivers.
Yeah.
But now people call me a confident speaker. So this was not at all planned.
And I can see why they
And
call you a confident speaker. I can attest to that theory definitely.
I have this is I don't know, God has blessed me, in this.
Yeah.
I really don't say development of skill or anything. I've worked hard for it, nothing.
Yeah.
I think I've been purely legit blessed by God in this, because I was absolutely dreadful of speaking in front of four people.
Yeah.
So 2015 to 2019, this went on. So anybody who would call me and say, please come to our school for waste management program, I would say, okay. And meanwhile, I would practice natural farming at home. I used to collect cow dung from various Indian breeds, revive all the old
Yeah.
traditions. I did
Yeah.
that. And in 2019, I got felicitated by a very big organization here in Belgaum. And somebody who came to take a selfie with me, she told me, ki, how many days are you going to do this? In Marathi, of course. Ki, how many days are you going to continue like this? I said, what do you mean? She said, it's time to take that leap.
Mm.
And that's when I spoke to my well-wishers, my genuine well-wishers, and they told me that you have to have a licensed
Yeah.
platform where people take this seriously. It should
Yeah.
not be like she came, she spoke, she went, they
Yeah.
clapped.
Yeah.
It should be like a proper professional platform. So people take waste management as seriously as they take maybe dressing up in a silk saree.
Yeah.
So in 2019, I registered my own organization. It took me 6 months with the name, with the ministry, everything, what type of organization. And the strange thing is that we are only two directors. I'm the active one, and my father, the safest one, the most inactive member.
Yeah.
And you may say, why didn't you have many more members so that your work could have, sped up? But I think too many cooks spoil the broth. And I believe in the tortoise and the hare story,
Yeah.
slow and steady wins
Yeah.
the race. I don't
Yeah.
want to win,
Yeah.
but I want to be slow,
Yeah.
and I don't want many people into it, and I want to be really steady in my work.
Yeah. You're in the game
So,
to be in the long run. Yeah.
Lambi race ka ghoda, what they say.
Lambi race ka ghoda, exactly. But now sustainability, or in general, this is a very wide, like vast domain, right? There are so many things that one can do, or there are so many things or projects that one can do. How did you zoom into? Because I'm sure that your foundation as well is focusing on a certain couple of areas, right? You're not working in every single sustainability direction. So how do you
Yes.
zoom into these topics? Was it because you're passionate about it, or how did that process go?
See, firstly, everyone says she's very passionate. She's very passionate. So this is not my passion. I need to clear that to everyone who's listening to this, because it feels like ek haath se le, ek haath se de. So it's your passion. That's why you're doing it. So in return, you want people to appreciate you.
Yeah.
It's not my passion. I think it's my life.
Mm.
It's my calling.
Yeah.
Or you say it's my purpose. So how you said you are an environmentology student,
Yeah.
or you want to pursue this career. This is not my career. It's my life. And I saw this when I was traveling one day to Khanapur. It's a village 30 kilometers from Belgaum. And I was traveling. I saw a Piaggio ape vehicle dumping all their waste into a river, which was used by the localites there for drinking water.
Oh.
God has planted these
Yeah, yeah,
incidents
yeah,
into
yeah.
my life. It may sound very Bollywoody or something, but I swear I'm not lying. He has actually planted these things, because then, okay, I've planted this thing here, learn from it. I saw this and I said to myself, I even told the driver, I said in local language, I'm trying to save every drop of water. And one entire river has been polluted by the so-called rich people. And now the poor people or the lesser privileged people are not going to have water to drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is when I thought waste management, Pratik, when I see influencers on social media saying wear the eyeliner in this way to avoid smudging, I mean, I question, is that your problem, smudging of the eyeliner?
Yeah.
And I felt that people are not getting drinking water is a bigger problem, and no one is focusing on that. So I did not need anyone to tell me what to do. It was like, yeah, it's calling me. Waste management.
Yeah.
That's why I chose waste management.
Okay. Okay. And what sort of projects did you like? How did the idea of the first project come to your mind? And now, if we have to talk about a couple of years after you have started working in this, how have those projects evolved? Like, give us an insight into your first project and now what you're doing currently.
So I started with, of course, when I talk about waste management, I started speaking about segregation, how to keep the wet and dry separately. But then I realized that it's not helping much, keeping the wet and dry separately. But then I saw it all. So I used to work at the landfill also. I used to visit the landfill and see how people work there. And that's when I realized what sustainability exactly is. So do everything, even when your mind does not want to do it, just to fill your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's the clear demarcation between the higher privileged people taking advantage of the lesser privileged people. That's where I got a clear picture of what exactly is happening here. So when I went there, I saw, okay, I have been telling people to segregate their waste, but it is again coming at the same landfill.
Yeah.
What is the point? That's when I went to Pune, I went to Bangalore, went to Mumbai, where they used to have this composting sessions, managing your waste sessions, and I learned from it. So I don't have a professional degree in composting, but I have seen so many videos. I have done so much of trial and error. There have been fights in my house where my husband has said either you stay or the earthworms stay, and I have told him the earthworms will stay. You get out of the house. So trial and error karte I reached that level of confidence ki yes, any wet waste you give me and I will manage it without any problem.
Yeah.
So that is how I started composting. Now, if you talk about 10 years later, just this August 2024, during the Shravan Maas, we had been to a temple, Kapileshwari temple, where 100 kgs of flower waste was generated every day. So imagine people bowing to or praying to Lord Shiv, but not realizing that they are destroying the planet in his name by throwing this bale patri and everything,
Yeah.
leaving the thorns. They prick so many bhakts, and I also got pricked by a thorn. This was another planted thing, by God. And then I said, okay, how can I take care of this? So around 500 liters ka compost bin we installed, a metal mesh composter worth 18,000. We installed there. So now none of the waste goes to the landfill. All that flower waste, bale patri, goes to the compost bin, and every 90 days you get fresh harvest of compost, which you can use for the garden of the same temple. So, from telling people to segregate,
Yeah.
I could actually, with the help of the Almighty, install composters so that they don't have a choice but to compost their waste.
Yeah, yeah. And this was this like the most recent work that you have done, or when did this? What was the timeline of this?
So no, from 2017 up to 2023, I was doing it in schools. So
Okay.
government schools have midday meals
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
A lot of food is left.
Hmm.
Most of it is thrown in the gutter. The leftovers
Yeah,
are all
yeah.
thrown in the gutter. Some of it is fed to the cows. So I started installing around 100 liters metal mesh composters in government schools, and I used to side by side even train the kids. So I used to go to school, talk to them in their local
Yeah.
language, teach them, and in return I used to give them gifts for answering. All eco gifts,
Yeah.
okay, and then place that composter so they don't forget the idea of composting, and it happens on a daily basis.
Right.
But at the Kapileshwar temple that we did, it was a very huge metal mesh composter,
Yeah.
and convincing the people there, because it's a taboo related to God, here.
Yeah.
Very sadly, unfortunately, कि भगवान पे चढ़ाए हुए food, how can you put it in that composter? And I said it's better than rotting in the corporation van where
Yeah.
there's non-veg waste also.
Yeah.
So it took me a lot to convince them, and after everything on Shravan Mass, it was installed there. This is a recent
Amazing.
one, but I've been doing this in the past.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, and that I think you said something which is interesting, that just convincing people, right? Because what essentially what you are doing is not something that which is going to go without any kind of obstacles in between. But before we come to that, I think I've kept the criticism part. I'm going to play the devil's advocate maybe a bit later. But what kind of projects are you doing for conservation? Because I see one of that as your pillar as well with the foundation. So maybe if you have any interesting incidences when you're doing these projects.
So, 2019, there was a plastic ban, a single-use plastic ban by the government of
Yeah.
India. And look at us Indians, we do not even take the orders of the government of India seriously. So when I went, I was very happy that day. I said, yeah, July 1st, plastic ban, great.
Yeah.
But when I went into the market, there were more the number of plastics after the ban. So we went to a sabzi mandi and we saw that they used to serve coffee or chai
Yeah.
in those plastic cups
Yeah.
4 times in a day.
Hmm.
Okay. Not only are that plastics bad for the environment, in the evening they used to be collectively burnt along with the dry leaves.
Oh.
And then we question why do there are so many incidences of COPDs or lung
Yeah.
diseases. Okay. And also the chai which you consume from a hot from that plastic tea is not good. You can actually see it melting in your hands. But this is one problem in us Indians. I'm sorry to say this. We do everything and then we join our hands in front of God and we feel He'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
Why will He?
That
How can
that
He?
phrase, do everything, बाकी भगवान भरोसे.
भगवान भगवान भरोसे आई मीन मे बी भगवान ही तुम्हारे भरोसे बैठा है.
Maybe.
So I
Yeah.
tried, maybe I tried telling the people, of course, they said आगे जाओ,
Yeah.
lot of ridicule and mockery and all that. So what we did one day, I took one of my friends and I told the people that he's a corporation guy.
Yeah.
And I wore my apron. I'm a doctor, so I didn't have to lie. I just wore a stethoscope. And I said, see, if you drink from this cup, you will have cancer. Straight, I went to cancer. The Mount Everest of the
Yeah.
diseases. I did
The
not go for
the
regular
dreaded
cough.
C
I
word.
said, yes. Yes, the word. I said this guy is the corporation guy,
Yeah.
and if he sees you all handling plastic, he is going to fine you all 2,500
Hmm.
rupees. So better before he comes,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if the real corporation guys had come and caught us, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's Dr. Aarti, some lies are worth saying, I think. If it helps in the larger scheme of things, some lies are worth it.
Yes, yes. Then what we did, I realized that only making them realize the problem is not enough.
Yeah,
You have to serve the solution on a
yeah,
platter.
yeah.
So I went to the steel center
Hmm.
and I got around 1,000 steel cups,
Hmm.
good quality, heavy steel
Yeah.
cups. And I gave all of them to the Sabzi Mandi people. I
Yeah.
said, from today onwards, you're going to drink chai in this
Hmm.
cup itself. You're
Yeah.
not going to use plastic. The sad part of it is it worked in some places
Yeah.
where we tried to scare people, but there were some other people who sold that cups the next day and started drinking in
Yeah.
uh, paper cups,
Yeah.
because greenwashing is one of the biggest diseases, deadlier than cancer is
Yeah.
greenwashing. So some other
If,
group of people came.
if I may interject, or maybe for people who don't know and who don't come from the background, before you proceed, maybe if you can explain in one or two lines what exactly greenwashing is, so that people get the concept of what you are saying.
See, so now people say eat organic or natural food.
Yeah.
So what big corporates or companies do, ki the same food they will pack it in a plastic and just put a seal of organic,
Hmm.
manufactured under so and so conditions,
Yeah.
approved by the food department or
Yeah.
approved by the government of India,
Yeah.
approved by FSSAI.
Yeah.
Let me give you a classic example. Garbage bags were banned because they were single use and they were less micron bags.
Right.
So many companies came up with compostable bags, garbage bags, double in price as that of the regular
Hmm.
bags, and colored it green. And they
Hmm.
said these are compostable bags.
Yeah.
Even I fell for it.
Yeah.
And I purchased these bags of all the companies and I legit tried to decompose them in my own compost
Hmm.
bins. Not one of the bags decomposed.
Oh.
And yet people said that no, maybe your composting conditions were wrong.
Yeah.
And today if you go to the landfill, instead of those black color garbage bags, you're going to find green color garbage bags
Hmm.
in getting incinerated, releasing methane gas. Nothing has changed. Only thing, you are buying a 10 rupees bag, now you are buying a 20 rupees bag, because the corporates have successfully made you to think, or greenwashed you and made you to think that you are still doing good for the environment, while in reality you are doing worse.
Oh.
Greenwashing.
So is it basically like you take a product and you don't change anything in the product, but you just label it and market it in a way that
Label.
people think that this is a new
Yes.
product and now it's much better for us?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
like sanitary pads, disposable, biodegradable sanitary
Yeah.
pads. You ask one consumer who uses this disposable or biodegradable sanitary pad whether they have tried biodegrading it in their own compost bin. Why would
Hmm.
anybody compose their blood-laden pad in their home composter?
Yeah.
All the pads are going there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but people are making you believe that you are using a better quality. You are
Yeah.
doing, बुरा और बहुत बुरा में से आप बुरा चुन रहे हो. No,
Hmm.
actually you are choosing the same thing.
Yeah.
You might as well go for regular garbage bags. You might as well go for regular. See, when does it become not greenwashing is when you are actually
Hmm.
using a reusable cloth pad, or you are biodegrading it in your own facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
But are we so dumb to fall for this?
Yeah. But for somebody who doesn't come from this background, for somebody who is not this conscious, uh, are there like any one or two tips or anything that we can say that okay, this is a product of greenwashing, or this is something that has not, like, how do I identify which is an actual good product and something which is just labeled as a good product?
How were people living before the advent of plastic? Before all these things came into place. So now you open Instagram, you
Yeah.
start scrolling through reels,
Yeah.
you'll find most of Amazon finds, Meesho finds. You don't need it. So
Hmm.
basically, what has the human population done, or the human race done? Given rise to a problem and then started to find solution for it. For example, we have always sprouted our matki or moog
Yeah.
using a muslin cloth
Right.
and water.
Right.
Now, why do you need a jar which is made up of plastic to sprout your greens? Why do you need it? So basically, greenwashing comes when you want more of what is there in the market.
Okay.
So suppose there is no rice and dal in your house. You go to the market, just buy rice and dal.
Yeah.
But when there is brown dal, falana dal, red rice, parboiled rice, Tamil Nadu rice, and then makes you think, ki, okay, you basically just wanted rice,
Yeah.
but you ended up having so many options and you got greenwashed. Maybe all the rice is the same that
Yeah.
you are being given. So the one word answer is human greed.
Yeah. And
When you don't want more of it, nobody can fool you. See, now if I'm using a cloth pad, I'm doing sustainable menstrual management in the city, in the villages here.
yeah.
So my nani, my parnani, my dadi, my mom, we have all been using reusable cloth pads. I'm 41 years old. Okay, since 13 years of age, I've been using it. Why did I think of switching to plastics? For no reason, just because convenience. How did people manage earlier? People worked earlier in the fields.
Yeah.
They were working women. They were women who were doctors.
Yeah.
How did they manage without plastic? That means if they could manage then, they can manage even now. The problem
Yeah.
is make
Yeah.
yourself feel that, oh, there is so much convenience there, I need it. And then you end up buying what you don't need.
Yeah.
So simply use your brains,
Yeah.
whether you need it or you don't need it.
Yeah.
Most of the times you don't need it.
Yeah. No, and it reminds me of one of the example. Actually, I was listening to an interview where there was a food scientist talking about how people have been fooled to eat brown bread. It's actually just
Yeah.
normal bread with
Maida
color
and
in it.
color.
So he said
Yes.
when people try to avoid white bread because it's unhealthy, but they'll eat 5 slices of brown bread thinking it is healthy. Whereas
Yes.
you might as well, if you are anyways eating bread, might as well just eat one or two of white bread because then it's going to be less in
Yes.
quantity as opposed to eating 5 brown because it's literally just brown color. And I was like,
Yes.
this is becoming very difficult to
Crazy.
identify. Because I would think, okay, I'm eating something healthy, so then I end up eating more, and that's exactly what these companies want as well. So if I think everybody, I think it's happening in every kind of step of your life. That from the moment you wake up, you have like 500 types of toothpaste, from charcoal to
Yes.
neem to I don't even know, but
क्या
yeah.
आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक है kind of
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly, exactly. No, it's become a buzzword, I think. Like there are so many things that for a normal person, for a layman who is not aware of all these things, it's very easy to fall
Yes.
in this trap. But then we
Kaliyug.
have
And
people
that's how
like
they have
you.
fallen.
But then we have people like you who are making us aware on social media. But
And then get called as mental.
no, no, trust me, you should not be paying attention to them.
Now I'll laugh along with them.
Exactly. But on the topic of social media, for people who might not know, Dr. Aarti has close to 75,000 followers, and your reels reach almost every reel. I was just checking your Insta page and like 50,000 views, 60,000 views. So what part has social media played in your journey so far? Like how has that helped you? And a follow-up question to that is, and something that you mentioned before, is that there are a lot of influencers and there are a lot of people who are doing this. How do you stay authentic? Like how do you stay true to exactly what you mean to say and not make it too complicated for people to understand?
See, this is going to sound a little spiritual, Pratik, and anyone who's listening. And at this point, they may feel ki chalo, she's digressing. But this is the biggest truth. You know, I follow one line every day. I have written it as an affirmation in my room also. Ki jo prapt hai, wahi paryapt hai. Which means that whatever you already have is enough for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So how
Yeah.
I stay true to this is I have been a staunch follower of Brahma Kumaris. I'm a firm theist, but of course I don't believe in all that people do to please God. I don't think there is any need to please God, because if we are not able to respect the nature that He has created, which is visible to our eye,
Yeah.
but we are actually trying to please an invisible power,
Yeah.
then we are foolish. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk about being truthful to yourself, I think when you start to being truthful to your own self,
Yeah.
you automatically become truthful to everybody else.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's the simplest explanation of it. Most people who are influencing others are खुद से ही झूठ बोल रहे. They are lying to themselves. The products that they endorse, they don't use it themselves.
Yeah.
So what is the
Yeah.
point in earning 25,000 per reel if you're actually fooling 25,000 people out there?
Yeah.
What is the use of that 25,000 likes?
Yeah.
When you know that it was not genuine.
Yeah.
So if you are okay with lying to yourself, only then you can lie to the others.
Hmm.
And let me confess, I was like this until 2018, 2019. COVID opened doors to everything.
Yeah.
When the lockdown was announced, there was nobody at the jewelry store.
Yeah.
There were people standing in that line to buy, like mentioned.
Yeah.
So that's when I understood this is the basic of life. Food. I'm not even giving happiness the first list. I'm saying food,
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
air, and then sleep.
Yeah.
And when you have all of this, you will automatically be happy.
Yeah.
So social media has been like a very powerful weapon, like a do-dhari talwar, two-edged sword, what you
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
If you use it correctly, it will benefit you. But if something
Yeah.
goes wrong, if you're not able to handle it, it can destroy you also.
Yeah.
And that's what happening to most of the population. They are using the other edge or
Yeah.
the dusri wali.
Yeah.
They are not using it to their. So now I see on Instagram for 1 million views or for 2 million views,
Yeah.
people are actually posting semi-nude pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are trying to attract the crowd,
Yeah.
जिसकी वजह से reach बढ़ेगा kind of thing. And I feel very bad because I'm helpless. I can't stop them.
Yeah.
Well, what I am doing is I'm trying to show people that sustainability is also a fun topic.
Yeah.
It can be out there on social media.
Yeah.
It is not something out of the world ki okay sustainability to chhod do, let us follow just Bollywood. It can be as vibrating and as dazzling as
Yeah.
your favorite film star's Instagram page.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there have been incidents where at 3 o'clock in the night I've gotten an idea and I've got up and I've written in my writing pads,
Yeah.
but next day I don't forget the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was one video where it was even featured in Lok Satta Mumbai, a very good digital print media in Mumbai.
Yeah.
The simple thing I said after celebrating your birthdays, जो वो cake का pad आता है, wash it before discarding it, because again I have seen the safai karmacharis in my own colony getting bitten by red ants because a rich family had celebrated their daughter's birthday and not washed the
Yeah.
pieces of cake, the crumbs that were left, and red ants bit that safai karmachari. And the owner of the house said that it is their duty to clean it.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I put up these topics on social media. I do not put anything bakwas ki, just for the sake of reels, no.
Yeah.
Today I remember something, I'll put it up.
Yeah.
And I have been appreciated a lot for being upfront.
Yeah.
I have faced a lot of problem for being straight. But I think this is the correct way. I don't mind having less followers. I don't mind people unfollowing me.
Yeah.
When you actually give away that expectation of being popular or oh people should see me, I should stand in the out of the crowd.
Yeah.
That is when the real things start to happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are caught in that chakravyu.
Yeah. 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 But I have seen your reels, and you make no effort to kind of hide the brands, or you you are very evidently showing, okay, this company, by the way, guys. Is there any kind of, no, I won't say criticism, but has it caused you any problem or any issue when you pinpoint to a certain company and say, okay, this product not good, their product good, or this can be better, this is not good for you? Has there been any kind of backlash from any organizations or any certain section of people? I won't name names, but because the recent one I saw was the one that the chips that come in the cylindrical packet.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you fooling people?
Hmm.
When they are all out fooling people, why can't I go all out and take their name? You are bindas fooling people. Why can't I tell people the truth, bindas? What is wrong in it? I have been threatened by a plastic recycling company.
Yeah.
Take your reel down
Yeah.
or see what we will do to you. And I disconnected. I put the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah.
I logged out of Instagram. I forgot my password, and my husband said, "They are sitting in some other country.
Yeah.
You are making reels to say that don't use plastic. If you don't use plastic, how will they recycle it?
Yeah.
So just don't worry. Next time onwards, just hide the brand." So
Yeah.
then I started blurring the brands.
Yeah. Yeah. But it,
But criticism, if you say,
yeah.
भगवान से भी खुश नहीं है लोग. So why will
True.
they be happy with me?
True. No, absolutely.
Um,
That's a very wise way to look at it, I think.
Yes.
It-
See,
yeah.
until 2020, 2021, I used to be very, very sensitive to criticism, just like my personality. कि किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया, and I used to give it a thought, let me change it.
Yeah.
In 2021, the second wave of COVID,
Yeah.
at 5 o'clock in the morning, I used to wake up, fill ration bags,
Yeah.
some 20 in my car,
Yeah.
go out,
Yeah.
wearing that mask and PPE, and give people who have lost their jobs, daily wage workers. Nobody knows that I was the person who used to drop the bags at their place and go. But I have done it. 600 bags I have given.
Wow.
And then in the civil hospital, the
Yeah.
patient's relatives had no access to food because lockdown mein everything was closed.
Yeah.
We have delivered food packets, 100 food packets for 3 months straight, 2021.
Yeah.
After doing all that, if people still criticize me and do not like me, then I realized it is their problem,
Yeah.
not my problem.
No, totally. No, and you can't impress everyone. You can't make everyone happy. So
No, I
if-
don't want
Yeah.
to impress. See, a person should be good,
Yeah.
but not try to prove that they are nice.
Yeah.
That's one eureka moment I had very recently.
Yeah.
Do not try to prove that you are nice to people. Let them have any opinion about you.
Yeah.
So after having done so much, I started loving myself so much. You can call me a narcissist. I started loving myself so much. I said, "अरे मैंने ये किया." उसके बाद I had COVID also. I was isolated for 14 days.
Okay.
Then I went all out without worrying about me. ये क्या कम है, I said, and people are still criticizing me. Then
Yeah.
it is not my problem.
Yeah.
But on a daily basis, I get hate messages on DMs, Abeo auntie and Buddhi aurat and a lot of things. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
They must be suffering in their life
Yeah.
because of something. So,
No.
okay, fine.
No, it's just best to block that noise out, I think. But
Yes.
all the tips and if I what I said before, that I'm going to play a little bit of a devil's advocate now with you. But if I said if I see your reels, you give a lot of tips and how you can change your choices, how you can change your the stuff that you're using. And if I have to ask you very point blank, in 2024 today, is sustainable living or in general having a sustainable lifestyle really that easy? And if it is, why is it that not more people are doing it? Like why? Because I see your reels and I say, okay, this actually looks very simple. Like it's not something that I have to go out of my way to do it. But in realistically speaking, is it that easy? And if it is, then why do you think more people are not kind of accepting and embracing it?
More people are not doing it because of laziness, very clear cut laziness. Okay, let them say whatever they want about it, but it is clear cut laziness. Now tell me one thing. I will ask you a counter question. Before the first type of plastic was mistaken by mistake, like plastic was invented by mistake.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Didn't people survive?
They did.
They did very easily.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me the types, the varieties of cancers, hormonal disruptors, all these diseases that we hear of.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them in my 4 years of learning dental. The diseases of the mouth also that we have, the cancers that we have, they were not there earlier. So we are very aware that new things are coming in and they're getting in new types of diseases.
Yeah.
Very clear cut. Despite knowing that, we feel that sustainable living is okay. The funniest thing is when you're eating normal things. Now, suppose a person, now when I go to a party, I don't go for parties, but suppose I zabardasti have to go for a get together and I'm eating salad, I'm eating curry, or I'm eating something healthy. People say, "Oh, are you on a diet?" No, I'm not on a diet. This is the real food. You are on a junk diet, in fact. So basically, when you're avoiding sugar, when you're avoiding oily and eating healthy, it's called as diet. How is it? It is actually, that is natural. That is not diet. What you're doing is actually a junk diet.
Yeah.
You're getting me?
Yeah.
So sustainable lifestyle is not something which is which we have invented after 2010, say, because the world was getting, or the global temperature was increasing. No, sustainably we were living since the beginning.
Hmm.
These non-eco-friendly or methods have come in.
Yeah.
So our only thing should be removing these new introduced habits and following our own traditions. Simple example. My mom used to put rangoli outside the house
Yeah.
with rice flour,
Hmm.
so ants could eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did that shift to quartz powder? When did, and why did it shift to, and why did people forget rice flour and start going and buying rangoli?
Hmm.
Is that easy, or is this easy? I have rice flour in my house, just put a rangoli, simple. No, but people. So your question itself is wrong. This is first of all laziness. Second is peer pressure. Ki, acha, that person is doing it, let me also try it.
Yeah.
Third is your absolute empty brains. Ki somebody is telling you this
Yeah.
is good for you. Chalo, let me just not think about it and let me just use it.
Yeah.
Why? जो चल रहा है उसको चलने देना चाहिए था. Why are you simply getting, like I told you, that sprout wala thing? I found it so funny.
Yeah.
Sprout your matki like never before.
Yeah.
Are I've been sprouting for so many years
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
without any extra
In my house also, I remember my mom used to keep it in the white towel and keep it
muslin
on the
cloth.
strainer,
Yes.
and then it's job done. Yeah. Yeah.
Finish. So now why do you need that? Now dahi jamane ka,
Yeah.
I think even a blind, even a small kid would do it.
Yeah.
Now there is a refrigerator which has a separate section for making dahi. Why?
Yeah. It's
So you understand,
yeah.
sustainable living is already there. You don't have to switch to sustainable living. You have to switch to not going back to non-sustainable living.
Yeah. It's over consumption, right? Because like so I stay in and not to sound very how do you say skeptic, but a lot of these lecture everybody else basically. Then you go down and they have like these individually packed cucumbers. They have individually packed those red and yellow bell
Corn.
peppers. I'm like, you don't need to pack one cucumber in a plastic wrap. Like, who even came up with this idiotic thing? Just keep it in the basket. Whoever wants to buy one and take it home. Why wrapping it
Yes.
in plastic like separately? So if I have to basically buy five, I'm buying five things which are covered in plastic for absolutely no reason.
Yes.
Like it
But
doesn't
does
make
anyone
sense.
think that way? Does anyone think that way?
I don't think so because clearly people are still buying it, and it
So you got the answer right. Laziness.
yeah
Not so they will give importance to the kind of clothes we wear, the matching earrings. I'm
yeah
sorry, I'm taking a dig at the women here. You guys are, the women are no less. So बिंदी से लेकर बैंगल्स तक, shoes, and then they feel to talk so proudly about it कि everything is matching,
yeah
as if you won a war or something. Okay, you have matched everything. Wow.
yeah
But you will not go to the market and say, okay, if I buy that one extra cucumber in
yeah
extra plastic,
yeah
itna plastic, nobody will give it. So you understand, it is the priorities.
yeah
You are clearly not giving priority to the nature.
yeah
And I'm very sorry to say, I have my closest people who completely nonsense my concepts.
Hmm.
They laugh at me, but I only fear that your own children and grandchildren are going to suffer
yeah
because of you.
yeah. No, it's like when I also saw it for the I'm like, who even thought this was a good idea to wrap individual vegetables in plastic? Like, did nobody give it a second thought that we are actually being very dumb right now? Like, and it's not just cucumbers, it's ginger, like those
Corn.
small pieces of ginger. I'm like, it doesn't need plastic.
Yes.
It already has a very hard covering,
Yes.
and you are not going to take
Coconut
it.
has been wrapped.
Yes,
What more you need? Tender
exactly.
coconut has been wrapped in plastic.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And like and you're going to take it from a supermarket to your house, which is 10 minutes away. You are not going to carry
Yes.
it through some war-torn country for like 5 days that you need to keep safe. Like
Yes.
it just doesn't make
Crazy.
sense. But another kind of, not a criticism, but a lot of people who have this ideology that okay, all of these things, using something which is sustainable, switching choices, is for the rich people. I don't have enough time. I don't have money. I am too busy in my life. I have to manage my job. I have to manage kids. I don't have time to even think about all these things. What is your kind of answer to such people? And do you think maybe at some point they are right that everybody doesn't have this
No,
priority?
no. The people living in villages are the most sustainable. I have done 800 activities till now.
Hmm.
And I feel people living in the villages are the most sustainable. You tell me who has more money, people living in the villages or people living in the cities?
Yeah.
You got an answer?
Yeah.
They are still taking rotis in dabbas.
Yeah.
They are still using cast iron
Yeah.
tawa. So, when I went for a program last month, that's Ajji Bai, she's luring me with rotis. I said, me pan ghari, I eat bhakri at home.
Hmm.
She said, भिडाचा तवा, cast iron तवावर केलेलं भाकरी. So even she knows that we use non-stick.
Yeah.
So tell me, you have to be rich. Now the non-stick tawa is for 400. The भिडाचा tawa is for 800 rupees.
Yeah.
But we are choosing this. We know that non-stick tawa is not good for health, so we are choosing convenience. So you tell me, if you have a 9 to 5 job, you have a small house, you don't have time, how does it matter whether you take an iron tawa or you take a non-stick tawa? Is that choice making so difficult there?
But
Instead of
yeah.
putting all the waste in one, so you was talking about rich and poor, right? Instead of putting all the waste in one bin, is it so difficult to put plastic here and wet waste here? Is it difficult? Just
No.
splitting it.
Hmm.
Instead of putting it like this, put it like this, put it like this.
Yeah.
What is different here? Why is it only for the rich? I mean, why? And the rich people's definition of sustainability is they will pay the maid or the domestic aid to do all that. Where are they being sustainable?
Hmm.
And you're talking about the rich. I hate the rich people. Although my husband is super rich, but I hate rich people. Okay, I hate rich people. It's because of the rich people that the clear demarcation is drawn between the rich and the poor, and the poor are suffering. So tomorrow a rich guy goes and buys a bottle of water and then throws the extra water. Nobody will say anything to
Yeah.
him. But the poor will do it. You will start calling names to the poor.
Yeah.
So how is sustainability made for the rich actually? How do you say that it is made for the rich?
But do you, another way to maybe look at it, is it because it's not a priority for a lot of people that they are not doing this? Or, I mean, I see the money point of view that, okay, it's actually not for the rich people and it's actually for everybody. You don't have to have a
Everyone.
certain income. But maybe what do you have to say to people who say, okay, maybe it's just not my priority. I want to contribute in different ways. This is not something that I want to do on a daily basis. Or I just have 5 things on my mind. How do you make it into a habitual practice where I don't have to think about it like an addition to my day, it's just a part of my day. So how do we transition to that? Like, are there any small steps or any tiny tips and tricks that we can do?
Yes. See, first thing is, you stop living for people.
Hmm.
99.9999% of the people are living for others.
Hmm.
So I'm going to a kitty party. I wore this black shirt last week only. What will they think? I don't have another pair of, another set of clothes. So I'll go to Zara and buy something for 4.99
Yeah.
without checking the label, which says that 100% nylon or
Yeah.
100% polyester. So I just have to go for 2 hours and show them that I have worn a new shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You could have actually saved that 4.99. You could have saved yourself from wearing that bad nylon
Yeah.
and worn the same cotton that you had in your house without thinking that let people say that she's repeating clothes.
Hmm.
The thing is, what will people think? Okay, I have a Samsung Galaxy 10, but she has an iPhone 16. And if I carry this, they will say that, oh, she does not have. So go to the shop, sell your kidneys, and buy an Apple.
Yeah.
Okay, because people with kidneys can
Yeah.
afford it. But show to the people
Yeah.
that, see, I haven't.
Yeah.
How does priority come here? So first thing, you give up that mindset that people may say something, people have very short term memory first.
True.
People don't care. People don't have time to look into their own miseries. Why will they look into yours?
True. True.
This is a trade secret I'm giving away without taking anything in return. To hell with what anyone thinks about you. You know it's right. Your conscience always tells you you're doing it right.
Yeah.
So the problem with people is that, like, you just said that rich people can afford it, and again you said that's not a priority.
Hmm.
If you don't make it your priority now, okay, many things like corona will come up. Even worse things may come up because consumption and overconsumption.
Yeah.
So I think every person who does not think of sustainability as the need of the hour should please visit the waste depot in your city, should see young children working there trying to fish out recyclable materials just to fill their stomach. Then you will have your mind will really start to think in the right direction. That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
Because I really don't do anything different to lead a sustainable lifestyle. I don't know what you're saying. Like, I go out on Sundays, we eat vada pav. I take my steel dabba and go. I don't tell him to pack it in plastic. How much does it take? You carry your phone.
Yeah.
You carry all other things. How much is it to carry your own dabba? I have a kit. I wish I could have shown it to you. I can send you pictures. I have a bag. Usme there's a water bottle. There is a cutlery set. Steel ka straw hai. There's a napkin. There is a bamboo unbleached paper which is used to carry oily things to avoid newspaper.
Yeah.
There is a reusable sanitary pad carrier, and there's a reusable sanitary pad. It is hardly 100 grams, yeah. I just have to take it along with me wherever I go.
Yeah.
And all my trips are zero waste trips. I just use whatever I have taken and
Yeah.
I bring back whatever. I don't have to buy anything and think about, oh, what will I happen now when I dispose it?
Yeah.
Carrying your own pani from home, is it so difficult? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm amused when people say that तुम्हारे बस का है हमारे बस का नहीं. No, सबके बस का है. You're already doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just give up that mindset that you is it difficult?
No.
Is it see now I've worn this shirt 100 times. My son tells me दूसरा काहीतरी घे विकत. I don't feel anything about it.
Yeah.
Because when people look at you, Pratik, next time if I come to Netherlands, maybe, they decide to have my felicitation
Yeah.
program there, Tatastu, and I'll be wearing the same shirt. You might not even realize that you're wearing the same
Yeah,
shirt
yeah,
that you wore for the podcast. But you'll say, yeah, you did this project, or you were invited by ISRO, or you were invited by TED. You will not even see what I'm wearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is what I want to get into people's mind. Let your good karmas or your good habits or your nature conserving habits speak louder than what you superficially wear.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the prime, I mean, there are many people who are doing this, but prime example, and I remember it because I was just listening to her interview is Sudha Murthy
Sudha
ma'am.
ma'am.
Sudha Murthy ma'am
See?
has, I think she has connected and delivered this message in a way that a lot of people, and it connects because she's like, I don't care. I want to be known for what I do. I don't want to be known for
Yes.
what I wear or which car and I mean, it's not like she can't afford it. She's like one of the richest women in in the world. It's
Yeah.
not like she can't afford it, but like just
But she chooses to be sustainable, is what I'm
yeah,
telling you.
yeah. No,
So this
absolutely.
recent, Navratri, I have to tell this incident to you.
Yeah,
Navratri pe, I used to see from the past 10 years, 9 colors on 9 days of
yeah,
Navratri. And I used to always wonder who might have started this, but I got different stories. My Atya said, Kolhapurchi Devi, Ambabai,
yeah,
they dress her up in that sari,
yeah.
and then whatever sari color she wears, it is passed around. So everybody said, oh, Ambabai, Devi. So she wore green, I will also wear green. She wore red, I will also. And I had this curiosity, I started Google. I said, kahan se shuru ho gaya wo? Ambabai cannot do this, God cannot start this weird trend. And I realized that Maharashtra Times, to increase their readership or to increase their sales of newspaper, started this way back in 2003, where they used to tell the women to wear different colors saris, and they'll feature you in their newspapers. And that time there were no phones.
Yeah, yeah.
So to see themselves in newspaper, women went and brought 9 saris for 9 days just to be featured on a page. So
Yeah.
look at how low our standards have gone. Just to see ourselves in the newspaper, we are ready to spend money.
Yeah, yeah,
And that trend has been followed for 20 years plus now. And when I went to make a reel on it, that please don't fall for this trend, I got abused in local language. Abused 41-year-old ladies trying to tell you, don't waste money, it's not a trend. somebody else is benefiting for it.
Yeah.
Please don't fall for it. I got abused to the extent that my husband said, "Ban the kar Instagram." Of course, he loves me. He doesn't like
Of course.
his wife being.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I laughed this hard even then. I
Yeah.
said, "Maja baguya, let them abuse." Tera barobar lagle. I said, "Yeah, it has hit
Correct.
in the right spot.
Correct.
I've touched the raw nerve."
Yeah, 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 yeah. But just and something like this. But from let's say take an example that okay, I wake up in the morning at 7. What are maybe two or three things which can become like an habitual practice? Like it's something for me which is very, I don't have to think about it. It's just an easy switch for me because I mean for me at least I believe that if you ask people to do something extra, they probably won't do it. But if it becomes like
Yes.
in the flow, like just how you brush your teeth, then they're more likely to do it. So in your experience,
Yes.
if you can maybe give us two or three things which are like an easy shift that you don't have to put in so much effort, but the impact as a collective impact would be great if everybody does it.
Yes, see, all these students, carry their backpacks and go out for work.
Yeah.
Just put one small foldable, reusable bag in your pocket, in the
Hmm.
zip. Because you don't know, maybe somebody might call you and say, on the way back, get this
Yeah.
stuff. So you don't have to get a plastic. You already have a bag. Earlier, I would say carry your own bottle.
Hmm.
But now I say carry your own pani.
Hmm.
Not bottle only, but even the water
Hmm.
that should be from your own house.
Hmm.
Because bottle manufacturing companies actually manufacture only bottles, not water.
Hmm.
Water is ours.
Hmm.
So make that habit of taking your own for your own health sake, because waterborne diseases are on the rise
Hmm.
everywhere. Knowing that if you still depend upon packaged water, then you are the biggest fool on earth. So water and bag.
Yeah.
Now I also see many restaurants. Earlier they used to have stainless steel
Yeah.
cutlery. They used to wash it,
Yeah.
and they used to. Now even a pani puri bhaiya gives it to you in a that
Yeah.
plastic wala thing,
Yeah.
right? So one cutlery set, and there are students like you always love to have tender coconut water,
Yeah.
or they like to have juice,
Yeah.
and juice invariably comes with a straw.
Yeah.
And classic greenwashing, they give you a paper straw,
Hmm.
which is even worse than the plastic straw. So you can have a nice cutlery set with your spoon, with your a spoon and a
Yeah.
fork, and a steel. Yes, one small plate or a dabba. You can eat whatever you want. Maybe they are not giving you in a plate,
Hmm.
they are giving it in a plastic. You can, actually flaunt it.
Hmm.
I carry my own coffee mug also outside,
Hmm.
because everywhere they give you coffee or chai in that
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Again, greenwashing.
Yeah.
What is the shame in doing that? And the biggest thing which is very difficult to do, but agar aap ye karoge na, you don't need to do anything else. There's another reel where I was wearing a cotton sari. Okay, and I was telling people not to use anything which is mixed with nylon. So there was a comment which said, तुझ्याकडे तरी पैसे आहेत, it is very easy for you to buy
Yeah.
expensive cotton
Yeah.
sarees. So I said, I have only 3 cotton sarees, and I repeat it all the time.
Yeah.
So she didn't believe it.
Hmm.
I said, please come and check my cupboard.
Hmm.
So the third takeaway is, just because there is a sale and they say that 750 ka 250 ko mil raha hai, it is not a sale. You're actually spending 250 rupees.
Yeah.
So buy only what you need.
Hmm.
And there you have to use your logic to decide what you need, what you desire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the times the need is always less. Remember, jo prapt hai wahi paryapt hai.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there are many airports, there are many restaurants which offer RO water,
Hmm.
but we still buy Bisleri water when we go to the airport.
Yeah.
We can very mindfully carry our own steel bottle
Yeah.
and fill the bottle there. You don't need to always carry
Yeah.
that. Then make some effort to understand what greenwashing is. Another example is, you get that bag which they call as cloth bag.
Hmm.
It looks exactly like a cloth bag, but it is PP6, polypropylene type 6 non-woven bag. It is
Okay.
a very nice way of people, of the corporates, to fool you.
Okay.
And then they put a seal on it saying that approved by the government of India, CPCB.
Hmm.
That is, the Pollution Control Board has approved it. Use some time to really feel the material and see whether it is really
Hmm.
plastic or somebody is trying to fool you.
Yeah.
When somebody is trying to fool you, you should get offended, no?
Hmm.
If I'm trying to don't show that you are dumb, you should get offended. You
Yeah.
should fight back. Okay? And most important, just follow what people did earlier. Nobody had a non-stick tawa.
Yeah.
So look at the irony. A mother wakes up in the morning saying, I'm going to make moong dal chila for my son because it is heavy protein, but she makes it on a
Non-stick.
non-stick tawa,
Yeah.
which has the Teflon removed,
Yeah.
and that pieces of plastic can also go in your stomach. Then she'll say, I have to heat up food because I have to go for work, and she will take a microwave safe plastic,
Yeah.
heat food, and give it to her child.
Yeah.
It has been proved that even microwave safe plastic release nanoplastics.
Yeah.
To tell all these things, do you need some guest to come on a podcast and tell them ki ye sab karo, ye sab karo? Aren't this like straight? So easy to understand, no? Is
Yeah.
it so difficult? In the name of convenience and excuses, we are both working parents and we don't have time. How do tumhala? No, I've got these answers a lot. You don't understand Bangalore traffic. You don't know we have so much work. We are working from home. We can't move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine, great. You choose your lifestyle, fall ill,
Yeah.
spend all the money that you have earned by working so
Yeah.
hard into the hospitals. So choice is yours.
Yeah, and the reason why I asked you this question and you answered it very correctly is that it should become a priority for everyone. And because I
Yeah.
used to work in a youth organization and which was also related to sustainability, and the criticism like we also got as a group, and that's why I asked you that question is ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी जे म्हणतायत त्यांना ठीक आहे आम्हाला आत्ता वेळ नाही हे करायला. And I was like, okay,
वेळाची
it's
गरजच नाहीये.
it's
You
not
don't need
that,
time to
you
do
know?
it.
Exactly. But no, and this has been a very interesting conversation. But to kind of end things on a slightly more optimistic, and also a key take note, what do you think India as a country or general Indian society is doing right, and what are we doing wrong? Like where are we? What is the thing that we are getting very correct? Okay, continue doing this, and what is the thing we are completely messing up in terms of
If I
sustainability?
point out, yeah,
Yeah.
see, even if I point out even one thing that we are doing completely correctly, there are very high chances that it might go into our head and we may stop doing even that thing correctly. So let's just say we are doing nothing correctly. First thing, the people that
Yeah.
have power.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel if I was the environment minister, dude, I don't know, our country would be like the most beautiful
Yeah.
country in the world. We are not imposing fines.
Yeah.
We are not taking these things seriously. We are taking those things seriously which need not be taken
Yeah.
seriously. Like, what language are you speaking? Why are you not speaking Hindi?
Yeah.
Why are you leaving your hair? Why are you not wearing a bindi? Why are you not greeting people the way you should be greeting
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Why are you eating this kind of food? Why are you dancing to these songs? Moral policing.
Yeah.
Why should someone else tell me? So I made a reel the other day. Somebody said, "You BITCH, speak in national language." So I said, "Which one?" Hindi is not a national language. I know Hindi.
Yeah.
I'm a Hindi Uttam. I've scored 96 marks when I was in 10th standard for Hindi Uttam exam. But my motive is a larger crowd
Yeah.
understands it.
Yeah.
And I know that when I speak English, a larger crowd
Yeah.
understands it. That does not mean I disrespect my
Yeah.
language. I'm a toxic nationalist also. If you call me, it's fine. I love my country to that
Yeah.
extent. So even when I see any army post where they say ki Shaheed Veer Gati, I automatically start crying. Because I understand the kind of sacrifice that
Yeah.
that person has done, which I could never do.
Yeah.
You know, so if somebody is protecting the borders, why are you not protecting the resources? That is also kind of desh seva only.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the first mistake that we do, our country is doing, I think, is policies. They make policies, but implementation में भारी गलती हो रही है. So impose fines like how they impose in Singapore. So I remember a friend of mine had gone to Singapore on the 11th day when he came back to India, Mumbai
Yeah.
airport. He sat in the cab and उसने tobacco he spat outside the car. He said, "Abhi feeling आया." Because in Singapore they would, I think they impose very
Yeah.
heavy fines.
Yeah.
That means it's possible for you to do it
Yeah.
there, then Indians also should start doing
Yeah.
it. At an individual level, I feel, now this is at the government level, that they're not taking those things seriously. I think they don't think of environment as that
Yeah.
serious right
Yeah.
now. They are feeling ki chal raha hai, karne do. At an individual level, I feel we are very laid back. We are corrupt. Okay. Corruption करने वाला and corruption होने देने वाला, both are the same category, I feel.
Yeah.
The third, which you only pointed out right in the beginning, that I'm speaking straight and no nonsense.
Mm.
But the rest of the crowd is into appeasing. They are not getting out the facts.
Yeah.
So there was a post I shared on Instagram, because of which I got a warning from Instagram. I don't want to tell you what the post is. But despite that being the truth, many of my fellow influencers did not want to put that up, because they said, ये post तो सही है, but हमारा reach कम हो जाएगा.
Mm.
So self mode, may we are still in the self mode until we start to focus that camera away from us and outside. Things are not going to get better.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no,
Okay.
absolutely.
And falling for every sale, standing in line. No, now it has become a status symbol. I stood in the line for 17 hours to
Yeah.
get that iPhone.
Yeah.
So it's a status, it's a matter of status. So people are falling into that, and I feel very sad for the new generation.
Yeah.
I feel extremely sad because I'm not able to do much about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
I think time to reflect upon
time to reflect.
your own.
Yeah, I think this episode is, I should the title is like a wake up call, because we decided to talk about sustainability, but you kind of touched upon so many things which are not just related to sustainability, but just in the way we lead our lives, and everybody needs
Yeah.
just take a moment, think for like 5 minutes what you're doing.
Yeah.
Even that, I think, solve a lot of the problems that we have. Just sit and think about what you're doing. And yeah.
Pratik, most people, I'll just end with this. Most people, they also tell me that you have everything, so it's easy for you to do it. I want to clear this. Before I got married, I led a very difficult life. I used to practice this even then. So after eating food, removing all the leftovers, putting it in a separate dabba,
Yeah.
so that while washing, you don't need more water to clean it, because the stains wouldn't get hard on the plate.
Yeah.
This was not taught to us.
Yeah.
Okay, counting the number of people in the house, everyone eating 2 rotis, so 6 twos are 12, only 12 rotis would be cooked.
Yeah.
Now it is like, make 15, waste झाले तर waste, but nobody should have less of it.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to switch to this mentality of let us count the number of people and then make food?
Yeah.
So that's why they say sustainability means कंजूसपणा करू नकोस. Don't be so stingy. Sustainability now, we have reached a time where we have to become कंजूस. We have to take such steps to save this
Yeah.
planet.
No, it's very. I remember even my aji used to say, जेवढं लागेल तेवढंच प्लेट मध्ये घे. जास्त लागलं तर नंतर घे.
Yes.
आधीपासून सगळं घ्यायचं आणि मग
Yes.
नंतर टाकून द्यायचं. Makes no sense.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think that's
And nobody is thinking so much. Nobody is thinking so deep.
yeah.
Even if I speak about this to somebody who is completely unversed,
Yeah.
they say Mansik. They have said to me on my face,
Yeah. No, I think this.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I think this episode is more like a
Spiritual.
wake up call is just you're doing. Forget actually doing it. Even if you think about what you're doing, how much you're consuming, even that is half the battle won at this point.
Yes.
Benchmark is so low that is, I think, a battle won for most people. That okay, we decide to skip one or two things out of our whole day. That's enough, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming today and giving so much of your time. Because I did realize we have been chatting for almost 1 hour 15 minutes now. But
Yeah.
you're such an eloquent and passionate speaker, and then you covered so many things that time just flew by. So thank you so much for coming on the very first episode.
Thank you.
I'm very sure that people
And
who
even if one person gets influenced and decides to live life in a more sustainable
Yeah.
way, I'll think of this as a very hit
Exactly.
session.
Exactly. Even if somebody thinks, even if one person thinks this was helpful, I think we can pat
You
ourselves
are
on the
going
back. But thank you so much, Dr. Aarti, for coming on such a short notice. I know we have been coordinating only for like 5-6 days, but you were very gracious to say yes very quickly, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
so
me
much.
over.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.